we're going to dive into 3 digital tools or platforms that I personally use that have saved me time or have helped me generate more leads and sales. So 2 things that are very important for businesses of all sizes. I chose them because they're affordable, they're easy to use, and they're something that I use and they really do make a difference. Let's dive into tool number 1. It is called Loom, loom.com. So this platform, for lack of a better term, let's just read this snippet right here. Record video messages of your screen, cam, or both faster than typing an email or meeting live. So guess what? The video that I'm recording now is a Loom. I'm sharing my screen. It has a little side video bubble here. I'm able to see the recording time here. I can pause, I can draw on my screen, etc. Before I use Loom, I would, and a lot of you business owners can relate to this, I would be in the office late at night, or I would be early morning, or I would be working on a holiday. I don't advise that for long periods of time, but it has to happen sometimes. And I would find myself having to share an update or a need or a question or a request or an action item with my team. And it's so long and just meticulous to write out an email. It really gets old. And sometimes it's really difficult. You have to walk a team member through something. So I can't meet with them and I don't want to write it out, or I feel like if I do, it's going to get lost in translation. What is the best way to communicate this? It's through video. Loom makes it so easy. I just hit record, it records, I can edit it after, it generates a link. I send the link to the client or the team member, they click on it, it opens up. They don't need an account. It just starts playing the video. They can comment on it, they can pause on it, they can speed it up, slow it down, etc., etc. So this tool has saved me hours. What's great about it too is when you finish recording Loom videos, it adds it to your library. So you kind of just build this giant library of videos that you can go back to. It's really neat. There's a lot of other stuff you can do with Loom, but I tell you what, it saved me hours of time and I can get right to the point. And it's so much quicker than writing out emails. So try Loom. They have a great free version as well. And then you can upgrade to a team version, for your company, your agency. But man, it's going to make your communication so efficient. All right, on to tool number 2. This one is newer for me, but I've been working with this type of tool for a while. So this is a quiz/assessment software where you can create kind of these really fun interactive quizzes or assessments. They can also do, quizzes, polls, surveys and questionnaires, or forms. So instead of just having maybe a boring form on your website or a questionnaire that you send before a project that's just kind of a blank Word doc, you can take it to the next level, make it more captivating and visually pleasing. You can make it more engaging. You can insert things like conditional logic or if this then that type sequences. You can have the answer depend on the type of questions that are being asked or responded to. So really, really cool quiz software. There's a lot of these out there, and the reason that I picked Typeform is because it's easier to use, at least in my experience. There's other tools like Outgrow, Gravity Forms, and on the spectrum of quiz and assessment software, I would say Typeform is definitely toward the easy side. Not as customizable as Gravity Forms or Outgrow, but for most small to mid-sized businesses, you can create some pretty amazing assessments, quizzes, and questionnaires. So why are these important? It's not just for a questionnaire for an onboarding form or a poll that you're doing. My suggestion is, unless you can convince me otherwise, I think most businesses should look for an opportunity to put some type of interactive quiz or assessment on your website. Think about it. When you're on social media, those little quizzes that people take, although they seem kind of silly, like which Harry Potter character are you, or what's your perfect dessert based on this quiz, and then you take it and you're like, oh my gosh, that's totally me, right? It sounds silly, but there's something about taking a quiz, inputting your information that's personal to you, and getting a special response back that we're really really attracted to. And so try to alter that and create a quiz or an assessment that's fun, engaging, and even provides value for your customers. So think to yourself, what are questions that you get all the time? What are some really easy advice that you give to your customers pretty frequently? You could incorporate that into a quiz, and guess what? Toward the end of the quiz or the assessment or the form, it's going to ask for their contact information so they can receive their answer to the quiz or assessment, and then it generates a really, really warm lead for you. So I'm a big fan of these fun, interactive experiences. It takes a contact form to a whole new level. So go in here and take a look at some of their templates. In fact, if I go to, let's just say I go to a quiz, I can browse their templates here, which again is really great. I mean, here's a digital marketing quiz, so that's unique for us. I'm going to go down to lead generation. So let's say I want to generate some leads, right? I could go to, let's see. Well, let's take the digital marketing quiz. So this is what it would look like. And it looks like there's a lot that goes into this. But again, I like this one because it's user-friendly and really just about anyone can set these up. And what's great about these quizzes is you can click enter on your keyboard, or you can scroll, or you can answer the question and it moves to the next question, right? So I can pick this, I can pick this, I can also scroll, I can click enter, it's gonna move to the next one. I can keep going and going, and toward the end of this, it's gonna ask me for my contact information, which again generates that lead. So imagine, for example, if, let me pick, something interesting here. Let's say that I run a restaurant, chicken sandwich restaurant, and I wanna put a little fun quiz, maybe not takes up the whole space of my homepage, but maybe somewhere down toward the bottom of the homepage or a fun subpage where, take my quiz or assessment and find out, what chicken sandwich are you? If you were to become a chicken sandwich tomorrow, which one would you be? Or which condiments best pair with your personality? Just fun, and then at the end, it's going to give them the opportunity to share it on social. It differentiates you. So love Typeform, really cool. You can also get a lot more strategic with it, right? More than just fun. You can do assessments and quizzes, polls, for example, where I could answer certain questions, and then it could give me a grade or a score based on how I performed. And then that might prompt me as a user or visitor to say, ooh, maybe I should schedule that call with this agency. So that's a tactic that we like to use a lot, right? We put a very transparent, open quiz or assessment on our website. People can take it, and we set up the questions and answers realistically. So if they answer certain types of ways, they're not great answers to the questions, they're not really digitally prepared, they're going to get a poor score, and at least they're going to learn that they could be doing better and how. And then we give them the opportunity to schedule a strategy call with us. So check out Typeform. Some other alternatives are Outgrow. That's a lot more customizable. They can do a lot of crazy stuff, but again, a little bit harder to set up. Gravity Forms is probably the most flexible, in my opinion, at least the ones that I've used, but very hard to set up. Well, not super hard, but you can definitely get lost, and you have to have some experience with WordPress. So Typeform, great lead gen tool here. Finally, last one. You've heard me talk about live chat a lot. In fact, let me just read this statistic really quick. So this is from WP Forums. They released kind of an article the other day about small businesses and online marketing. So 82% of people want an immediate response to their marketing or sales question. Whether we want to admit it or not, we live in a world and a culture and an environment where time is of the essence, and we've grown to be really impatient. If you are open to it, I think it's wise to have a live chat feature on your website. Where a lot of people get confused is they think that right off the bat, you have to be live chatting people who open up this live chat box down here. That's not true. A good live chat tool like this one here will have automations in place all the way down to a certain trigger point where maybe I say something like, I would like to talk to a representative right now. Then I can hop on the live chat, or it prompts me via my mobile app to start chatting with this person or hop on a phone call, because I know it's a very warm lead and they're not just going to ask a very easy question. So I really like livechat.com. I just like the way they do things. Fairly easy to set up, and I love how many platforms they integrate with. So you can connect it with WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, email, your website, and it can filter into your chat, which also has a mobile app and has a desktop app. So you can really manage your business and chat with these leads, nurture leads, respond to leads, automate your responses all on the go. So for a small business owner, you can see why this would just be such a powerful tool. So if you're looking to generate leads, if you're looking to add that personal touch, add a chatbot. But even if you don't want to have to actively chat with people, you can automate these 100%. Now, if you need help with any of these tools, if you don't know how to integrate them or set them up, or you want to look at alternatives, reach out to us. We can often get people discounts on just about any tool that we recommend. And we always do a free consultation. So we're not going to try to sell you on anything, but we will look for ways to make your business more efficient, help you get more leads, help you get more sales, and just grow your business overall.